Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built. Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish.
What up, man?
And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway.
Louisiana, I live in Texas now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay. Went there a couple years ago for a wedding in July. Left Texas, it was 108. Got there, it was in the 70s. I was so happy.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
On the option, the pitch. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Hodges. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Who's that?
They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first
Oh, yeah,
play. You need to be successful and
that's
productive
why I
on
was
that
trying
first
to
play, and it gets you in less predictable
trying to figure out how you can
No
recruit. They
doubt,
get all
don't
the
you just
players.
feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fast motion from the offense. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
He likes to come over there. He's done that twice this season.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're
looking deep down the right side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge.
I thought he stopped with the turnover.
Made the interception. Big play for this defense.
I feel like it is stopped. Well, I threw a curl. The corner stopped for a second, but then he started running again. They usually freeze.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
I couldn't audible. I was trying to audible. It wouldn't let me, so I just ran back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
I could have just left LSU, but I didn't want to pick him and let somebody else
They're
get it.
just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
The give to the tailback. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
On the move, he fires. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Good run in the
You
race.
get that
I was
quarterback,
waiting
he
for the
starts to
ball.
leak outside the pocket like that and roll. You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline. Because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
To the air on first down. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Hodges. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellows, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll
I don't
see
like
this
playing
week.
them that much.
The type of performance Darnell
Florida
Autry and
heavy.
company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. A lot to go through in
You
the
ever
film
playing when he
session
was
this week for
Alabama?
both teams.
Do you hear
But boy,
this?
it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
He put up 70 on me. He didn't
They'll
blank
try
me.
the run.
He
They
scored,
bring him
he
down,
scored
and he's
80.
going to
He
lose
kind
a
of
yard
been
on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
On second down, he'll let it fly.
Hey, where you going, 45?
Davis.
It's not
At
man.
the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a
I
first
guess
down.
I was Florida State with one.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games.
He didn't touch you, though.
Number
You just
2,
ran past.
his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running back searching for a hole. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff.
Hey,
And a really short
Like, I don't
game
know,
before he
turned
gets
around
a
and
whole
just stopped.
bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
I messed up. I recruited 2 of the players, so I could only get 15 this year.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first down. Like that run right there.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
2 linebackers, though. I noticed that.
That touchdown gives his team a pretty
2
significant
pretty
lead
good linebackers.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Power football with the run. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
30.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Looking for a block. It's Cole. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs.
Can anyone catch him? Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He'll try the left side. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The quick out. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Hodges. He's right on target.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I take. tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Oh, what a move! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll go right back to the run. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wide out in motion. They'll try to run for it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Fires to the middle. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more.
You should have got to that.
I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Hodges. Trying to get to it. They get to him as he throws. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. Quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The corners are walked up tight. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Looking to throw on second down. It's on target and complete. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Addison. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20.
They said the wind was coming at me 17 miles per hour.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trying the left side. At the 45 on its way. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The give. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They feed him again. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going back to the ground. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure was in his grill and an eyelash.
Brings up second down. On the set. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 42, Notre Dame 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Might as well stick with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Addison. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, open. He's loose.
They got a hold on
He's
somebody.
brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
He just cleared out
And
the
now
screen.
on second down for this offense. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The give to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
This is so a Jesse call. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
They don't always play it the way he did.
Cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought
I was playing underneath. I thought when I saw you audible, I
still trying to make
said,
plays,
screw it, let's
and
play
the
underneath.
defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Oh, if I didn't play underneath, you'd have had it. But I was
Notre
playing
Dame has the
man.
ball and ready to get moving.
Just so happy you
The big thing now,
audible.
don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing the pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Addison. Throws to the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in.
Trying to beat the D deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got room on the return. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Charlotte ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Dances away. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity.
Okay,
that time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He ain't got many seasons left in this one. We got many left in this one.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse.